Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Bob. Years ago, I read the book, The Picture of Dorian Gray. It was the only novel written by Oscar Wilde. It was written at the end of the 1800s, and it tells the story of a fictional character, Dorian Gray. And he sells his soul to allow him to live this decadent, sinful life that never has an effect on his handsomeness, his age, and in fact, all of the aging qualities of life, all of the detrimental effects of living such a sinful, hate-filled, selfish life are actually captured in a portrait, the picture of Dorian Gray. There's a portrait of him, and it's the portrait that ages while Dorian Gray remains youthful and handsome. It's the picture that starts to reflect his wanton ways, his self-centeredness, all of that, his spite, his selfishness, his greed is all reflected in the painting, whereas he himself has this youthful, handsome, winsome appearance that never ages. The portrait that's painted of him as it ages and he hides it away is actually capturing the real Dorian Gray. And it's a fascinating story, and I'm always kind of reminded of it for the times that the facial recognition software on my phone doesn't recognize my face. There will be times that I pull up an app or try to open the iPhone, and for whatever reason, it doesn't recognize my face. And what typically is the problem is that I'm not smiling. And if I will smile and look directly in the camera, then it will open up the phone or the app I'm trying to use. And I'm always caught by that if I don't reflect a smile, I'm not living as the person I'm created to be. I feel like there's a difference between my real self and my true self. My real self is the person I live as day to day, whether that's good or bad. It's the person I am really living as. I can tell you that there were many times throughout the pandemic that my iPhone didn't recognize my face because I wasn't exactly smiling. That's my real self. If I'm in a bad day and it reflects in my countenance, that's who I'm living as, whether I'm selfish or generous, whether I'm kind or mean to someone or self-centered. All of those are kind of caught up in my real self, who I am really living as. My true self is the person that God has created me to be, the person I aspire to live as. And sometimes I am really focused on that, and many times I am just living and it doesn't reflect it at all. And that's why I think of it when my face is not recognized by my phone, because I'm not reflecting the person who originally established that facial recognition software. I'm not living as that person, and so it doesn't recognize me. When I don't live as my true self, I kind of go through life and there's this sense of not recognizing who I am because I'm not living as the person God created me to be. God created us to live with smiles, to live in joy, to live concerned about the people around us and sharing love and compassion with others, when we don't live that way, there is this sense of not recognizing yourself. An abundant life happens when our real self and our true self are lined up, that we are doing everything we can to be the people that God created us to be, to make the most out of life, to find joy and meaning for ourselves and for others. When you find that you have trouble recognizing who you are, or your phone has trouble recognizing, try smiling and focusing on the needs of others. Be the person that you were created to be. Live as your true self. I hope you have a great day.